Welcome to another video. I am excited for this video. This is Tug from Wax On Wax Off Pro Detailing Ceramic Coatings in Hanover, Pennsylvania. So I've been waiting, anticipating these floor mats for a very long time, and I ordered them and they came in the other day, and this is a video I'm going to be installing, talking about the mats. So we are selling these mats, or authorized dealer. So if you bought them from the website or you bought them from us, you're going to pay the same. If you buy them from me, I will install them and I will ceramic coat them at no additional cost. So this video is ceramic coating, just to show you what it looks like. I've made other ceramic coating videos. I just wanted to show kind of up close and personal what it looks like. We're going to install them a little bit. So if you need to fast forward some parts, I speed up some areas here and there. But as you can see, you see how the right part of the mat is wet. That's the coating. The O&R that I'm using, the rinseless wash, a dampened microfiber towel, it allows the coating to spread evenly and then also draw into the leather better, more evenly, because even coverage is what you want. You don't want a heavy anyway. So the company is called F1 Mats. They are headquartered in Delaware. The mats are produced by F1 Mats in Dubai. So they're the only premium leather floor mat company that actually makes their own mats. There are, I think, 5 or 6 that I know of, and they all very similar. They're all diamond stitch, but it's slight variations. For the most part, I think they're all made in China with a Chinese factory, not owned by the company that makes them. Well, F1 makes their own mats and make them in Dubai, and I think they use Dubai, from what I understand, because it's more centrally located to wherever they're trying to reach out, because they're an international company. I think they're quite large. Their customer service is outstanding. Every time you can call, you can text, you can email, and they instantly respond. They're very well trained. They have Indian accents. I have nothing against accents of any nationality, but some are hard to hear and understand. Maybe they don't understand me because of my weird accent, but they have a very good communications skills. They're very easy to understand, and their accents aren't too heavy that you can't understand them. Top notch. Their customer service matches their floor mats. Anyway, so we are going to be selling these. We are authorized dealers. I am actually waiting for all the merch that they're sending me, brochures, t-shirts, stickers, and stuff like that. So this is the driver's front floor mat that I'm ceramic coating. That's a little tail that goes between the seat and the sill plate, the little door sill plate that sits over top of the rocker panel. There's a little strip of carpet in there that you can't, it's so tight you can't get to. This mat goes in there. So we're speeding it up here. We're just watching the coating flash. You can kind of see the darkness turns a little bit, and it goes from darker to lighter again, depending on what part I started with first. So just watch this speed up here a little bit. You can see it kind of turning back to lighter black than it was, ever so slightly. I tend to put the coating on pretty heavy. So here's the install of the driver's side mat. So the reason I'm excited about these mats is because if you own a Mazda or know anything about Mazdas or Toyota or Honda, VW, really any vehicle, but mostly the Japanese vehicles, that the carpet is, I would call it sucky. It would be very similar to black AstroTurf, and actually Velcro will stick to it. So whatever you want to call it, Velcro or black AstroTurf, take your pick. It is the worst carpet known to man, and of course they're always black because I think the manufacturer's trying to save money. What really annoys me is Mazda is a stunning vehicle. It's sporty and classy, performance, great fuel mileage, it's a high compression engine that does not need higher than 87 octane fuel. It's just stunning vehicle, built to last, and you can tell just by the welds and the sealant and all that stuff they use. And then they put black AstroTurf in it. I mean, that's like putting raggedy old shoes on an Armani suit. You know, it doesn't go together. So anyway, the solution for crappy black AstroTurf is F1 floor mats sold by Wax On Wax Off Detailing. And the reason they're so amazing is, how hard is this carpet to clean? It's extremely difficult. Putting these mats on solves the problem. These mats, I can clip them in. You watch me run these clips up with that plastic. This mat will settle down, by the way. That little flap under the seat will settle. Look at that. Dead pedals covered completely. Even the plastic where you kick and scuff, it's wrapped actually behind and around the brake pedal and gas pedal, which is pretty amazing. It's going to protect from scuffs and kicks and stuff like that. But once these mats go in, it becomes your new floor. So that's what's cool about it. You can put a WeatherTech mat in, but every time you clean it, you got to take it out. So for me, this is time saving. This is money saving. This is, holy crap, I hate this carpet. I don't want to ever look at it again. It sucks to clean. So we put leather floor mats in. And why do we choose leather? Because it's easier to clean. It's easy to clean. Black AstroTurf is impossible to clean. So we put these mats in. They become the new floor. Way easier to clean. They look nicer. They're custom. You can get different colors: black, red, blue, whatever. I thought about getting red stitching because you can get black mats red stitching, but the red wouldn't have matched those seats. So I just went with black on black. I want the mat to be like an umpire in a baseball game. A good umpire in a baseball game will never be noticed. He makes all the right calls, does not make a bad call. That's what I want my floor mats to be. I want them to be there, but not really noticed. But go, oh, look at that. That's nice. I did a good job. So I'm installing the third row. You can see how it rides up the front of the seat there to protect from scuffs. It goes all the way under those two seats. It goes all the way down the center aisle, which is pretty awesome. So really, for me, your factory carpet becomes the padding, and these floor mats become the new carpet. So you put a WeatherTech mat in there. It gets crumbs and dirt, sits there, you scratch it, you scuff it. You scuff off the UV coating, which they look good when they're new. Then after time, they start to dog ear. Those sides that ride up start to dog ear, and they start to look crappy. They turn brown. I've scrubbed WeatherTech mats with straight all-purpose cleaner and a stiff nylon brush, and rinse it off, and you can't get the brown out of it. It's rubbed, the color has rubbed off and turned brown. That's just what happens. Plus, you got to take them out. When you take them out, you dump half the dirt that's in them onto the carpet. The carpet underneath has like crease marks in it from the underside, like the indentations, and it actually really compresses that. Which this black AstroTurf is actually kind of fluffy. It's like like fluff. And when you put hard mats on it, it actually mashes the carpet down and kind of hardens it. And eventually those marks will be permanent because of the heat generated from underneath and the pressure from the top. These mats do not have those indentations. And actually the underside is very sticky. It mimics like a suction cup sticking to the fabric. So they've got clips. The clips ride up in there. So anyway, this isn't a video of how to install them necessarily, because I'm going to do it, so you don't need to. But even though you can't see very well because I didn't have a cameraman, at least you get an idea of what we're doing. You can see kind of how much coverage this thing gives. And that center aisle right there where I just flipped up, the two pieces, the two mats meet. So they overlap each other by about 8-10 inches. So they don't just meet and touch, they actually overlap quite a bit. It's just fantastic because that center aisle gets beat up with three children with giant feet. In that center console, the mat goes up to get scuffed up all over the place. So the mats are preventing that scuff, that contact. So new mats on top of old carpet. These mats, once they go in, they're staying in. No longer now do we have to take mats out, which will save 5 to 7 minutes for me, which I'm going to charge less. They're easier to clean. They're going to take probably 2 or 3 minutes to clean that mat, as opposed to I can easily spend 5 or 10 minutes on a fabric mat each. Now I can spend about 2 minutes on each mat and not take them out. So 2 minutes is 2 minutes. I don't have to spend 7 minutes taking them out. I don't have to spend 10 minutes per mat. So I'm going to now charge less. These mats will save you money. They'll save you time if you're going to clean it. They're going to save me time. I'm going to charge less because this stuff is all factored in. When I clean an interior, the bigger it is, the dirtier it is, the more I charge. And I determine how much am I going to charge based on, okay, how bad is this? I'm going to spend a minute here, 2 minutes there, and it all adds up to be 2 hours, 3 hours. You know, usually that's where an interior goes to, about 2 to 3 hours. Interiors, they're just annoying because you open doors, you put the light in, you take stuff out, you do the job, you put it all back together. It just takes a lot of time. Anyway, so this part of the video is getting ready to wrap up here. These mats cost a little bit more for me because the third row right there that I just installed, I had them made. They were not originally part of the when I said give me a trunk mat, it would have just been the front flat bottom part. It was not going to be the backs of the seats. And I said, can you make me ones for the back of the seats? And they said sure. And they even cut out little flaps, which was awesome. Whatever Velcro or whatever sticky stuff they use is really strong. I mean, it's the strongest material I think I've ever seen. It actually sticks. I've tried to stick other super sticky stuff to this carpet. It doesn't stay. It just comes right out. So I had to make that. So it took a little bit longer, cost a little bit more, but it was worth it because, you know, you're going to put the third row down, the back fabric there. It's the worst. So anyway, this is the cargo mat. You see the flap where it's going to overlap. I love the fact that it overlaps. The one downside I wish I would have known they were going to have that overlap. I would have had them split that down the middle, because if you put one seat up and one seat down because there's a kid in the back, and then you want to put something across that area, you can't, because that flap stays up. It's pressed against the back of the seat, and it won't. I should have had that split down, but I didn't know they were going to have an overlap. That's for next time. So if you have a third row vehicle or a CX-9 or whatever, I will say, can you split that overlap down the middle? So anyway, I hope this video was helpful. For me, this was a joy. Anticipation was worth it. Customer service from this company is fantastic. Anyway, let me know if you want these mats. You will pay the same as everybody else by going there, but you get with me. I install them, I ceramic coat them. Let me know in the comments what you think about these floor mats. Like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.